everybody, how are you? So, my goodness, my video from yesterday is demonetized. I only make like $1 or $2 per video anyway, but I think it was because I put the word crap in the title. I changed it to wrong, but it's not going to matter. Once they demonetize it, they demonetize it. And the cable is out, so we went over to the Florida Mall. And I got to see the Jeffree Star products. Let me take these off for a second. But I got to see the Jeffree Star products. I got to see the concealer. They only had like, I think 3 shades left. One was that zero shade, which is pale. It's very like, wow. And then I got to see the powder. Now the powder is very, very interesting. And they only had 2 shades of that. I think one was suede, and I don't know what the other one was. I think it was like a tan or something, or banana. It was suede and banana they had left, and I can't use banana because, yeah, that's gonna look awful crazy. And suede, obviously, I can't use. So anyway, the powder, I open it up, and it does smell like cotton candy-ish or whatever, but it is. I've never ever seriously felt something so soft. I mean, it is really soft. I got to obviously play with it, swatch it. I did swatch the concealers. They feel, at least on the hand, really nice. And I did actually, I was glad that now I know exactly what shade I am, because I was like, am I C2 or C4? Yeah, C2 is definitely too light for me. C4 is perfect. But I just want to get into this just a little bit. And I know there was a lot of things about Jeffree's shade range. And I'm sorry, I gotta see a little bit because I got stuff in the bag. But I know there was stuff about Jeffree's shade range. And let me tell you something. When I seen his, the concealers, I actually, to be honest, I was impressed, because I went over to Sephora, and because I forgot concealer. I mean, I brought everything else but concealer, everything else. And I'm like, crap, I gotta pick up a concealer. And I'm like, the only thing I usually been using is ColourPop, but it does crease on me. It does. So I like, obviously Sephora doesn't sell ColourPop, so I went over to the Morphe store first, and I did pick up a couple things from Morphe. I picked up their this nice little powder that they have, like this bake powder, and it's pink. It's bacon set, and it's actually pink, which is actually perfect for me, because this is good lighting for me. So you can see I am really like pink undertones. I mean, but I'm also white as Casper's ass. And so Fenty, I got a Fenty concealer because I asked them, I said, what can I get that's, not that's not really gonna crease that much, but is sweat proof because it's hotter than shit down here, just saying. So I got the Fenty brand, and her shade range is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So I was talking to the lady, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll pick up like another concealer or whatever, because the only thing I do have is ColourPop, and I'm trying to maybe find something different because it does dry me out really bad. And I'm like, you guys don't have the Tarte Shape Tape, dude? And she said, no, that's Ulta only, and it was Sephora. So I'm like, okay. So, and she said the new Too Faced Born This Way concealer is, just kind of like a comparison. I'm like, I did not have good luck with their Born This Way foundation. I had to take it back. And obviously concealer's different. They don't make my shade. They don't. Their lightest shade is Snow or Swan, one of the two. It's too yellow. Like, that is their lightest shade. And for Fenty, I mean, she made my shade, and I think I'm like 120. I mean, I am this, shade right here. Because if I want to use it as, something to brighten, I need to go paler than my skin. And I'm sitting there, and just nothing was working. And, so I put it on my hand. I'm like, oh goodness, I really wanted to test this, under the eyes and see, but I'm not putting the stuff under my eyes from the samples, not today. So I did play with this, and it's actually a really good shade match for me. But to be really honest, it's hard when you're very fair also a lot of times to get. I mean, I know people of color, obviously, there is a huge, problem with people of color getting their exact shades and everything like that. I totally 100% know that. But as far as if you're very fair, sometimes you can run into a hiccup as well. So I did pick up, I do have Frostitute, but they had they had this one there and they didn't have it in stock, but I got one of his liquid skin frost, and this one is frozen peach. Oh, and it's so beautiful. It really is. I cannot wait to play with this. And actually, because Miranda always wears like tank tops and stuff that she's out here, so I was gonna put some, like on her shoulders and everything. So I picked up that, and I got me some samples. I got some NARS blush, some under eye stuff, and a little NARS lipstick. That's what I got. And because I'm a VIB or whatever, I got 15% off. So this only cost me like $18, I think it was. So that wasn't bad. And I also got this really nice powder from Morphe. I mean, yeah, Morphe's Morphe, but to be perfectly honest, I mean, some of their stuff is good. I'm not gonna lie. Some of their stuff is really good. Like, I really like some of their brushes. Like, for me, I use one of their brushes all the time, and I'll pick it up all the time if I have to, and that's the M444 one, I think it is. It's the fluffy, it's a really good blending brush for me. And it works out fantastic. I use a bunch of other different brushes, but that brush I will always use. But anyway, this powder seemed really, really nice, so I'm going to give that a try and see what that's all about. So, yeah, I'm really excited to try this, this pinky bake stuff with my little... Anyway, so I just wanted to talk about that, actually. But naturally, I knew it was going to be sold out with the Jeffree Star, but I was so excited to get to that Morphe store because I knew they would at least have testers. So today we went over to Epcot, and now I've been to Universal twice. I've been to SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, and now my first trip to Epcot. Oh my goodness. Their disability pass system, guys, sucks. It truly sucks, the disability pass system, because what they do now, Universal, most of the times it depends on how busy it is. A lot of times they'll just put you in the express pass and let you on. If you do have to come back, if a ride is busy, you can go on another ride and then come back to that ride. Well, at Disney, these little lovelies don't let you do that. And unfortunately, it's, they had people that were, selling disability passes online. Like, you would be able to hang with somebody that had a disability pass, and it was an abused system. So they revamped it, but they really did an injustice when they revamped that system, because here's the problem. If a ride is 45 minutes wait time, you get your disability pass, okay? You scan it in or whatever, and they tell you come back in 45 minutes. You have to wait the time, all right? But you can walk away. You don't have to stand in the line. But you can't go on another ride. You can't go and scan yourself into another ride. You have to wait that hour or that 25 minutes. So it's like, I don't understand. So you got to walk around. You can't go on another ride. You can't do anything except for, like, oh my God. I am not a happy Disney fan. I'm just not. Like, you can't get the refillable drinks, them little souvenir cups, unless you're in one of the Disney properties. It costs $9 for 2 bottles of pop, and I'm just like at awe with how Disney is, and it's just so money hungry. But the disability pass system really sucks, and it's an injustice to them, to kids with disability, to people with disability, because you literally can't go and scan into another ride, so you can just, like, maybe move along or whatever. I mean, children or people have disabilities. Maybe they can't be at the park for that long of a period of time, such as us. We had to leave and go back because it gets a bit much on Billy and Holly, because the heat, it does get to them, and it was a humid day. But tomorrow we're going to go out earlier. But it's just the point. Why can you not just, go and scan yourself into another ride, and if you're maybe able to get on that one. I don't understand it, guys. I just don't. So Universal Studios hands down, and SeaWorld and Busch Gardens are very also wonderful with the disability pass. They're absolutely excellent, but Universal, hands down, so far of what I've seen, I've only went to Epcot today, is by far the best for, you know, children with disabilities, for people with disabilities. Their system is amazing. SeaWorld is also amazing. Busch Gardens is also amazing. It just depends on the age of the child and what you're there for. But their stuff, their disability system is absolutely amazing. Disappointed in Disney's system. I understand that they had to revamp it because people were misusing, but they could have revamped it by being more, you know, they could have did it the way that they gave it to me, you know, like you have to go into guest services, you have to get your own disability pass, you have to show your disability or whatever. They don't like give it to random people, you know, you have to actually prove you have, that's all they had to do. They didn't have to do this ridiculous nonsense. It's just terrible. I'm sorry. So I am frustrated about that, but I'm happy. It's a wonderful vacation. The kids have had a wonderful time so far. I mean, a few little hiccups in the road, but I just did want to express that about Disney and how upset I am about their disability pass system. I just think it's terrible. So anyway, I will like play with this stuff and give you guys an update, you know, just I don't know. But I just wanted to do this little vlog today and everything, and I hope everybody's doing well, and thank you as always from the bottom of my heart for watching 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 5 moments of any of my videos. I really appreciate it. I love all your support. I really truly do, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Kisses. Have a good night.